Hi, this is Calvin Cox. It's Wednesday, November 13, the year is 2013, and it is 7:47 p.m. And the talk I'm going to give right now is about neural pathways. Okay. Now, all the different things that you do, like for in the morning when I get up, the first thing I get out of bed, if I remember, I try and fold the covers down because that makes everything more level and flat, and I can lay other things on top as I'm getting ready for the day. I go down and I, make my breakfast, and then I have a short morning devotional. I'm doing that this year. I think it's been really helpful. It kind of sets the tone for the day. Even if I'm not really crazy about what I'm reading at the moment, it seems to really have been working out that way. When in the morning, when I do a devotional, it really seems to have a positive effect. And then after that, I try and get my lunch ready, okay, and I do that because I want to save money, so I try and pack my lunches. And so everything you do, not only every single act, let's say when I go down and have breakfast, your mind has, it's kind of a bizarre, I don't know, as you do things and think things, your mind, let's say if you could draw your mental process, like, pouring yourself a bowl of Cheerios, first you open the plastic bag and you pour out the Cheerios, and then you put it away, and then you pour milk on it, and then, you eat it. This creates a pattern, okay, and it is a memory pattern, okay. And not only along with this memory pattern, it's also how you felt about it. It's something you physically did, but it's also something how your feelings about it also, how they were as you did it. And you remember all this. And the physical part of it, when you go to do it the next day, it's a little bit easier because you remember what you did. And building these little pathways, after you do it enough, the same thing, it makes the pathway stronger, okay? It makes you kind of want to do it again and again. That's why habits are formed. Now, not all habits are bad, and not all habits are good. If you have a habit of driving down the wrong side of the highway, that's obviously a real bad habit. You probably won't continue it very long. So you have, physical things you do, like put your shoes on, whatever that might be, and, as you're getting dressed, other types of things. And so all these little pathways you get established. And when you do something different out of your routine, other things you've done and learned as you went through other little routines, you draw on those to establish, a new routine. And so it works out. And all along you have your, feelings like sad, happy, melancholy, depressed, euphoric, all the different kinds of, emotions, jealousy, envy, those are some of the negative emotions, but, love, good and bad emotions. But the thing I'm getting at is you want to try, depending on your personality type, if you're someone who can be a little bit extra silly, perhaps, you want to try and balance out your behavior. If you're acting too silly, you want to try and tamp that down a little bit, and perhaps maybe being a little more even keel. I think it would kind of like keep your neural pathways a little more normalized. There might be some basis for, if you're always acting silly or cutting up too much, you might kind of lay the groundwork for always being that way and hardly ever being able to be serious about anything. And that could, in certain situations, I guess, have a negative effect, possibly depending on what the situation was. But this is also, these neural pathways can apply to solving problems. Solving problems in an effective manner. And so that can be beneficial to somebody. Okay? Because life is, at many times, it's nothing but a series of problems you have to deal with. You have to jump through this hoop to get to the other side to figure out what those problems are, and then you have to jump over here and then jump over there and then there and there, and it seems like you're just going round and round and round, 100 times a week, just basically solving little tiny problems. And so you do need to be able to manage your ability to simply solve daily problems. And that comes with practice, and it comes from not just, always pushing the problem to the side, because if certain things don't get solved, they create more problem for you. So trying to balance your neural pathways could actually be beneficial to you. Thank you.